Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 20th ranked team of the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. In the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Runs through a tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To throw, it's Bowman. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Hokies in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it, using the quick game. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. And he breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Not a chance. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't O-lay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
Conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Presley. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. He'll pull it down and run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll go with a direct snap. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Drones. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Coming after it. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong, and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump them.
And the Hokies want to move quickly. To the ground with the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Hokies decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Scanning the field, it's Bowman. He hurls one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. Ripping through the defense. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
To the air on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long and field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. Snap it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Grab near the sticks. It's Gordon. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. trying to start the drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Fires to the big fella. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. 3rd and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the first down marker. Big decision coming up here for the offense.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Bowman. Keeps looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to beat the D deep. Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. And the Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws a strike. gets the first down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this hokey offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Looking for room, it's Tootin. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Drones. Unloads it left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. On the return, it's Presley. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They want to run it left here. Shakes off the tackler. Turns it on at midfield. They've got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Hey, when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and get...
Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. defense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Coming out with it, it's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Oklahoma State, 28. Virginia Tech, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Drones. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves.
He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the pistols firing on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Lane. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Back to pass, it's Drones. It's complete to the left. Delivers the contact. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Split backs here. Give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking to pass. It's Bowman. He makes the connection. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They're going to ride this running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this